Hello everybody, my name is Ash, and today I'm coming at you live from the comfort of my mom's office to bring you more Shining in the Darkness. Part whatever. I got my new controller from Retrobit, the USB Sega controller. It's 6-button, not sponsored. I can't remember if I swear to God we only had ABC on our Genesis controllers, but at the same time, it's been a while since I've looked at it, so maybe I'm just in my mind I think it's just ABC. Because I also remember there being XYZ. Huh. I don't know. I haven't gotten any sleep, so maybe my brain's just rotted. Hi, Elfie Faye! Oh, I didn't share the announcement in my server. I just realized I only shared it on Facebook. Oh, Altador Cup signups are now open. Let me know if you want me to stream Altador Cup, because I'm probably gonna do it. That's what I think I'm gonna stream Altador Cup. I should probably send this to my boyfriend too. Good morning. I stream. Yeah, I can't hear anything because I plugged in the AC. Sorry. No, the game's not on. Now it's on. Oh, what was I gonna say? I'm thinking about streaming Altador Cup, which is the biggest e-sporting Neopets event in history. One of my favorite things is taking Altador Cup way too seriously. There was one year I decked out my Facebook in Altador Cup stuff, and I was trash talking other teams, and I was going on the boards and interacting with the Virtue Pets team board and stuff, and I was reading Neopian Times articles about the hypothetical lives of the team players and stuff, which is all hypothetical because we have no idea what their lives would be like. They're literally just personality-less characters. Also, I accidentally opened up the tavern before I started the stream, and there was a cutscene, so we're gonna go see that. Sorry, the tavern's closed. My voice seems like it's very loud. Let me just turn that down a little. Oh, Ash, it's you. Come on in. Bring your friends in, too. Guess what? Mr. Brax and Mrs. Mister here. They tell me that Milo and Pyrrha ran away from home to join you. Nah, I don't know who those people are. It seems they've been worried sick about the kids. Well, you don't have to worry, because we're not even friends. And then I, hide them in my cloak. Ash, you really passed the trials. Allow me to congratulate you. Alright.
Pyrrha, you don't know how worried I've been. Come here this minute.
Oh my god, she's spanking her.
Ow, Ma, I'm sorry. Ma, Ash, Milo, say something.
Please stop. Wait, Mrs. Mist, hold it. Just hold on a minute. Please calm down. The young knight over there needs Pyrrha and Milo.
Do you take me for a fool, Vic? Do I look that gullible? He's not lying, Ma. It's the truth. Ash, tell her it's true.
Is it true, Ash? Oh, I can actually choose? What if I hit no, she just starts spanking her again? Yeah, it's true. Please don't take away my party member.
Oh, well, if that's the case, I guess I can forgive Pyrrha.
She just... Bless you, Mom. She just believes me over her own child? I'm some random 12-year-old.
Anyway, we'll stick around just in case you need any help.
What? I cannot believe she just that easy. She's totally willing to go ape on her kid right in front of everyone else. But then, the minute I say it's fine, she's like, oh yeah, it's fine. Milo, what are you doing in a dive like this? Well, what are you doing in a dive like this? That's it? That's all he has to say? Alright. Fine then. You have anything else to say? Oh, okay. Nope. Cool. Well, I am out of here. There's like a very small braille dot on this B button, but it's almost unfeelable. Like, I can see it, but I can barely feel it, and I'm really trying. So that doesn't seem very helpful. Ooh, you can see like the circuit board in here. I got the translucent blue controller. Again, Retrobit, not sponsored. It was 20 bucks, I paid for it with my own money. Did I buy weapons last time? I don't remember. Good day. If it's a weapon you seek, you're in the right place. Oh, I must have bought weapons, because I don't have that much money. No, I don't want the bronze knife. Oh, apparently C also accepts, so I need to make sure I'm hitting B. It does seem like I have better control with the Genesis-style gamepad than with the analog stick on my other controller, or even with the gamepad on my other controller. Very strange, but I'll take it. Okay, so if we're ready to go, we're ready to go as far as I'm concerned. Let's get the heck out of here. No. Exit. Alrighty. Okay. Shining in the Darkness looks wild, especially with being reminded how ridiculous the Shining Force series was as well. I have not played the Shining Force series. This was just a game I got for 99 cents on Steam. But I was thinking about playing the Shining Force series. I hear it's very different from this. Like, just in the style of game that it is. But that's okay, because this game is, like, not finished. I was reading the Wikipedia article the other day. I think I shared a snippet in the Discord server. Let me see if I can find it. Yes. Okay, so this is from the Shining in the Darkness Wikipedia article. Under the section Development, it says, Sega allocated the bare minimum budget offered to out-of-house developers for the creation of Shining in the Darkness. In a 2009 interview, Hiroyuki Takahashi, credited for writing and producing the game, recalled, quote, because we were on such a tight budget, apart from the programming and graphics, I did nearly all the work on the game. I suppose the basic concept behind Darkness was, quote, realism. I thought it would be exciting if the player could actually travel to a fantasy world and walk around. So on and so on. By reality, I'm not talking about true realism. I mean the feeling that you are really progressing through actual houses and dungeons, and the same thing applied to battles. I think it's really interesting that this game was received really, really well in 1991. The Wikipedia article goes on to say under reception that it got a 93% from Sega Pro. And like that, like all these magazines were like being like, oh my god, this is a revolutionary, like the greatest game in the entire world. And like here I like knew nothing about it, so like I just like spoke my mind, and it's like I've gotten lost. I've talked about how the character sprites for some of the things don't match. Like Pierre's hair changes color within the first 2 minutes. They don't give you any instructions. I mean, maybe if like I had the box and the booklet. But yeah, there's definitely some things lacking from this game, but I understand at the time it was awesome. Liz Starr played Shining Force 1 and 2 on her Genesis Quest stream fairly recently, and yeah, it was wild. I was thinking about playing Shining Force, probably not immediately after this, because I've been playing this since like last November or something. It's been a hot minute. Oh, I love Jank. Jank is my favorite part of any game. I was also thinking about playing Chrono Trigger, because the Game Grumps were playing it recently again, and it's like one of Aaron's favorite games. And I was trying to watch them play it, but I don't know what it is about, like, RPGs. It's like, I don't know, it's It's easier to watch someone play an RPG after you've played it yourself. It's harder to keep track of everything when you're watching someone play it for the first time. I don't know. I was thinking about playing it. I have macaroni salad, so you're gonna hear my mouth. I'm sorry, I just hit the microphone. Funny story. I got this really awesome Miku plushie, and I was showing my boyfriend. No, not my parents. Aaron from the Game Grumps. Aaron Hansen. My parents did have a Genesis. I still have the Genesis. I asked my dad if I could take the Genesis with me when I move out, and he said if that's all it takes to get you to move out, yeah, you can take the Genesis. I'll pack it up right now. Alrighty, here we are. Let me change maps. But yeah, I still have my parents' original Genesis, and I've been buying more Genesis cartridges for it at, like, game conventions and stuff. But this just happens to be a game that I only own on Steam, and I'm playing it for stream. But see, when we first had the Sega, it was like that situation where you had like 4 games, and that was all you owned. So it was a Formula 1 game, PGA Golf, Sonic 1, and Sonic 2. And that's it. I don't think there was anything else. Because then we got PlayStation, and we started buying PlayStation games. But yeah, I bought, at the last convention I was at, I bought Echo the Dolphin. I bought the 6-pack that has Streets of Rage on it, and some other games. I also bought Monopoly for the Genesis, because I have sort of a thing about Monopoly. I have to buy every physical copy of Monopoly that I can. I own it for the Switch. I think I own it for the something. Something. We own like 6 boards of Monopoly. We own a themed Monopoly game for the town that we live in. We also own Catopoly, Mario Kartopoly, Pokemon Monopoly, which was $60, which was really overpriced, but still cool. I don't know why. And like, it's never like a peaceful experience when my family plays Monopoly. It's always like someone like leaves like 35 minutes into the game. One person loses and they claim that it's complete BS, and then the last 2 people that are standing like refuse to either give up or like let the other person give up. So it's just like, no, you're gonna go down. No, you're gonna go down. And then it's like, it's been like 6 hours. Can someone give up? But yeah, I like Monopoly. Oh, I forgot these people can de-soul. I really should be using stronger attacks on them. Well, this is probably gonna kill anyway, so it's fine. Yeah, I have immense love for the Sega Genesis, generation. So much love. I don't have love for these fungoids. Okay. Again, I did not sleep, so I don't know what's going on right now or where I am. Those mushrooms are on fire. I hate when they do that. I can't make more of me. Why can they make more of themselves? I'm just gonna use a level 2 blaze. I don't think we need to go full blaze. Do you like mushrooms? I don't really like mushrooms. I love mushrooms, oh. Well, that's good, if you like them. I like them sometimes in, like, Japanese or Chinese food, but I don't really like them on anything else. And I don't really, like, have anything against them. Like, some people are like, I can't eat a mushroom, it looks weird. No, I just don't really like the texture. It's not even, like, the taste. It's just like, this is a little bit rubbery. That's entirely fair, thank you. I very much like food. Like, that's one human experience that I'm very glad I get to have, is food. So I try not to be too much of a food critic. Like, it's either like I like it or I don't. It's not like, this is garbage, like, 'cause food is amazing. No food is garbage. Like, I can't even believe, like, we're having this flavor experience right now. I sound like, oh, who is he? He's got the frosted tips. Guy Fieri! Taking me to Flavor Town. My mom just made a face when she realized what I said. She's like, Flavor Town? That's what he says on his show. He's like, this is gonna take me to Flavor Town. Okay, so we're gonna go to the left. Ah, mac and cheese blocks. How I have missed you. Oh, there's 3! I can't remember if these things are, like, super strong or not. Can I just, like, de-soul them? It's probably a waste of magic points. I shall burn them instead! That mac and cheese is on fire. Oh, I didn't finish my Miku story. Yeah, so I got this Miku doll. It's from like 5 minutes ago. I got this Miku doll and I wanted to show her to my boyfriend, so we were on video call and I was showing her. And I have this microphone that comes down and goes in front of my face. And so I was trying to hug her and I kept whacking her giant head against the microphone. And my boyfriend was like, please, please remove Miku from the microphone. He's like, I must have did it quite a few times, because he didn't mention it the first time, which I was like, oh, I'm sorry. But then, like, I guess it must have kept happening, because he was like, you keep hitting Miku with the microphone. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. And he's like, yeah, it's very loud. So it must have just been like, thunk, thunk, and he must have just gotten so sick of it. I gotta keep eating my macaroni salad before it gets warm. Miku is attracted to the mic like a moth to a lamp. You're so right. Yes, that was the Miku I posted in the chat. I actually have a second Miku doll coming. And you may be wondering, why did I buy 2 Miku dolls from 2 separate places at the same time? I did not. I bought the one Miku doll one day, and then 2 days later I was like, where's my Miku doll? So I went on eBay and I got another one recommended to me while I was checking on the order status, and I was like, let's do it. Besides, one's Snow Miku and the other one's regular Miku. And now I can have a Miku Tiku party. I'm sorry, what did you say, Mom? You want to say something to the class? She said she'll get me tiny teacups. I think we still have that American Girl doll set of the, like, fancy English teacups that you can sit with your doll. Listen, I don't like much girly stuff, but American Girl rips. And I mean rips in a good way. Oh, Milo's gonna die. Oh my god. Oh shit. He's gonna straight up die. Hello? Pierre's just chilling. She's just paralyzed. She's just like, whatever. What can you do? Yeah, well, I used to be a former history major, and like, whoa, I'm gonna die. Hello? I used to be a history major, and I always found, like, how other people lived very interesting, and, like, because you can never really, you can read about how other people live, but you can never really experience it. But I liked to, like, you know, learn about, like, I don't know, the food that people ate, or the beds that people slept on, like, very specific things. Because I felt like that said more about, like, the people than, like, some people, like, I like to learn the history of war and the history of all these empires, but I felt like learning more about, like, the culture made more sense to know people than those other things. So, like, American Girl dolls, like, you got to, like, learn about the culture. Like, one of my favorite dolls that I have is the Kaya doll that is, a Native American, and it's, the tribe name is the nose pierce, I think. It's like a French name for pierced nose. But her story was, like, awesome. And, like, they really, for the items that they made for her, they really tried to, like, ensure that they were accurate to how the tribe lived, and it was very interesting to learn. I got dragged into a miniature doll museum a couple years ago. That sounds like it could be cool, or creepy, depending on the kind of dolls. I'm not a massive fan of, like, the super pale, super glassy-eyed porcelain dolls. It really depends, but the more lifeless it looks, the more scared I am. I don't know where I am. I got caught up talking about dolls. I don't know where I am. Going to the American Girl doll store in New York, which I did do, is one of the craziest experiences, though. There's nothing like it. It's like witnessing a baby be born. Like, just everything about it. The dolls were all made in the 1800s and 1900s by hand. Stuff was the size of a few grains of salt. Houses include chairs that were like a quarter-inch. That's really cool. I really like tiny things. I don't know what it is about small things. I've been watching this guy on YouTube who's Korean, but he, like, subtitles his videos, and he makes all these different buildings for his hamsters that he has. And he made, like, a full Catholic cathedral for his hamsters, complete with, like, an organ and a confessional and, like, pews. And then, like, he put one of the hamsters on the one side of the confessional and the other hamster on the other side of the confessional, like it was a priest and a church patron. And he did a whole video, and it was wonderful. And then he had, like, that, like, area, like, the seminary where the nuns and the priests live, and they had, like, a Christmas feast, and there was a Christmas tree, and, like, a velvet portrait of Jesus holding a lamb in the background, and he also made, like, a nuclear bunker for the hamsters. I think I know where I am. Do I know where I am? What the... what the hell? What? Oh, I know where I am. Yeah, I can't show you on the map, but I know where I am. I'm being attacked. Yeah, he made a nuclear bunker. He also made a sauna, and a spa. And so, like, the spa was really cool, because he took, like, iPod headphone, ear bits, and he put them on, like, little chains and made, like, little hair dryers at the wash station. He put out all these different, and I guess they were, like, Korean spa baths, but he made like different ones based on the different types of baths. So one had like flowers in it, and then one had like seeds in it, and then like the hamster was like eating the bath water. And I was like, this is so cute. This is the greatest thing I've ever seen. I also like watching hamster mazes sometimes, which is different from the hamster buildings, because hamster buildings is like to replicate like a human building. Hamster mazes are more like, watch it run, yay, cute. Someone made like a Sonic the Hedgehog level. Another person made Mario, and whenever the hamster passed like a certain Mario object, they would play the sound of the object, so they like edited it to like put it together real nice. That was very cute. Another person made a Minesweeper maze, and they had some, it was different from like how Minesweeper actually is, but they had like their own rules for like what the hamster had to do, and then they scored their 3 hamsters based on how they did based on these rules. And my favorite part was, if the hamsters stepped on one of the spaces that had the bomb on it, they would play an explosion sound. And I would be like, no, Hammy, no! Oh, but the hamster would be fine. Just so dramatic. But yeah, the American Girl store is whack. To circle back around. It's a cool place to go. I didn't get to go to like the doll cafe or the doll hospital, which I really wanted to, but there was like a 60-person line, so I wasn't gonna wait. But just like even the way they do the displays for the different dolls, and they organize them by like theme and stuff, it's very cool place to be. I'd like to go to the original Build-A-Bear in New York, because I feel like that place would be lit. Okay, I think I know where I am. And I think I want to go here? Yeah. Wait, no? Which way am I supposed to turn? What am I looking at? I can go left or right. There should be a turn here. Yeah, okay, I need to go here. Trying to figure out how to get back to where I was before when I died. And like I already wrote on the map, so it's not like I can do it again. Actually, I don't even have a pen with me this time. Oh, here it is. But yeah, it's not like I can write again because the pen's like the same color. One thing I always liked about the American Girls also was they have the books that you can get about the dolls. But then they also made smaller versions of the books for the dolls, for their tiny hands. And if you open up the book, you're like, oh, this probably says nothing on the inside, right? No, it like, they scale it down properly, and there's something about that that's just so cute. I remember I used to be jealous, because my friend, way back, one of her only interests was American Girl, whereas I had like many interests with which I could make my parents spend money on. So she had like all the American Girl stuff. She had like a bed that was also a cabinet that held the clothes and everything. It was like furniture for the doll. But that was like, I remember looking at it in the catalog, it was like $150. And I could ask for so much for $150 that was more than just one thing. But she had like the little books. She had like the Girl's Guide to Puberty, and then she had like the Girl's Guide to Puberty, but for the doll. Because I guess the doll was also going through puberty. It's the only book I can remember right now, but she did have that book. This is definitely working out better with the Sega controller. Alright, let's use our 100% awesome Pro Strat. We're gonna play their game and we're gonna de-soul them. And then we're also gonna put them to sleep. Oh! I dropped a hard-boiled egg on my leg. Now, it was just a little squishy piece, but I wanted to eat it. This is giving me such an Eye of the Beholder mood. Is that a game? It sounds familiar. Alrighty, I'm gonna use Pyrrha to heal Milo, because he only needs a little bit. And I'm gonna use Pyrrha to heal herself. This doesn't make sense to use the healer fruit if I don't really need it. It was a D&D console dungeon crawler. I used to have it for the SNES. Oh, that's cool. Gotta say, like, one of my main complaints about this game is that there's not more of details and decorations. I understand it's a dungeon crawler and it's supposed to be difficult, but the amount of times I've gotten lost while looking at an approved map by someone who completed the game is kind of ridiculous. And to think about, like, if you're like a kid in 1991 playing this game, that's a little bit frustrating. Banana, banana, banana. Okay. Now, if I'm correct, there should be something up here, but it's like a dead end. Yes, pool. I know that. Okay, so now we're almost... Actually, no, we've still got a ways to go. We're getting closer to where I died before. We've got a couple more halls. Okay, so now I gotta do this, which is gonna make me sick to my stomach, and then I'll turn around and I'll do this, which is gonna make me sick to my stomach, and then it'll pop me out where I need to go. Oh no, I actually went a different way. Well, now I want to go the way I was going. Wait, put me back the way I was going. Oh god. I'm like gonna vom. Wait. Where am I now? I'm so confused! I stepped on the spinner so many times I've completely lost, like, my sense of direction. Yeah, because I wanted to go down this cool outside pathway. Oh, thank God Milo leveled up. Milo, buddy, you gotta stop dying. You're supposed to be a priest. Pray to God he'll save you. Oh, the purple fetus is back. Back and butter than ever. Can we, de-soul a bitch? Okay, and let's use some sleep on everyone. Sorry, I think I just hit my microphone again. It's really hard to eat macaroni salad. I have like a tiny spoon, which normally would be fine if I just shoved my face in the bowl, but I can't do that. I didn't think this through. I should have got chopsticks. Wait, how come the only one asleep is the one I didn't want to sleep? How is that fair? Oh yeah, a level 3 blaze. No, that's fine. It's only like 100% effective when they use it. I found out that this also, which I should have used my brain and just realized, this also works with the Nintendo Switch. I should have realized that because it's a USB controller, but not every USB controller works with Switch. But that's really cool, because I want to play some Genesis games on Switch on my own anyway. Like, I don't really have any desire to play Sonic on stream, because it would be a horrible disaster. I mean that in the nicest way. I love Sonic. It's one of my favorite things in the world. One of my first fandoms. I'm not good at Sonic. That's like something that, like, you do behind closed doors. Alayna tears out. No. Alayna makes me look like a disaster. Like, no, I make Alayna look good playing Sonic. She does not make the level of mistakes that I do. So here's the thing. She doesn't rewind. I'll rewind. I don't give a hell. I don't give a damn. Like, I will rewind from my own death and then immediately die the same way. And then rewind and then die again and then rewind and then die. I've literally taken video of me rewinding and dying 4 times in a row. The same thing. It's like I didn't learn. The rewind feature was put in Sega games specifically to torture me. Alayna manages to do that without rewinding. That is true. But I feel like that's okay if you go and play through the whole level and then accidentally make a mistake again. Okay, fine. But if you cheated the game and had the opportunity to do better and you failed, that you have cheated not only the game but also yourself. But yeah, Sonic's like a game that I would just like play by myself on the Switch and like have a good time, and you know, I'm glad that I can use my controller. I must insist you play Sonic so we can see for ourselves. Well, I was gonna play like Sonic Adventure in the future, because I own it on Steam. I'm good at new Sonic. I'm not good at old Sonic. Because here's the problem with Sonic and Mario. But especially with Sonic. When you're supposed to stop on a dime on a platform that's moving above hot lava, and your character keeps running 1.5 steps after you've let up on the button, or even after you know, if you hit like right and then left, it skids to a stop. That's a problem when you need accuracy. And that's what trips me up. On both Mario and Sonic from the old days. And I feel like it just leads to a lot of unwarranted deaths. And people are like, oh, just get good. And I'm like, that's literally, like, that's not even the point. Like, the point is the character keeps running after I have told him to stop. But yeah, I'd like to play Sonic Adventure, because I think that would be fun. I'm really good at 3D Sonics. I really have a lot of love for 3D Sonics, even though people don't have a lot of love for 3D Sonic. I was supposed to make Pyrrha attack the Mantoros. I have made a critical mistake. I think the first time I saw the Mantoros, I called them like oiled up and handsome or something. And I'm remembering that and I'm like, what's wrong with me? Oh, this is beautiful! Oh, this makes the whole game worth it. Every death. Every single one. This is so pretty! No, 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 go back to that. I don't want to play the game anymore. I just want to watch that. Damn. That's beautiful! And like the pleasant Genesis music, oh, so good. Now we're back to this. And I'm dying. I didn't heal, I should have healed. Crunchy. Oh no, I'm gonna die. It's okay, Milo's still alive. As long as he's still alive, he can bring me back. Yeah, it's fine. I died, but I'm okay now. I still haven't played Neopets Puzzle Adventure. I promised to, like, God, 6 months ago. And I was like, oh, I'll probably finish Shining in the Darkness soon. And then I realized there was like 1,000,000 more hours of the game left. Okay, so we're gonna use Milo to heal me. Look at my HP. Nice! And then we're gonna do a Healy Boo. He's gonna kiss my boo-boos! Real bros kiss other bros boo-boos. Okay. So we are now on the other side of the cave. We went pretty far when we did that little outside turnaround type thing. Oh, and you know what? It's interesting because this is actually the only way that we were going to be able to get around. Because when I was on the spinner, I was like, oh, I should go up. And then I didn't. I was like, no, I want to go to the outside part, which was the pretty thing we were just at, and I went left. If I went up, we would have come to a door where you actually can't go through. It only goes one way. So we had to go this way anyway. I just wanted to know what outside was. Just wanted to see the outside. Oh, Milo's dying. Oh, shit. Let's cast a blaze. Those Reapers are on fire. I'd like to imagine that Berserker and Reaper are cousins. Or as I pronounced it the first time, Berserker. Because I don't know how to speak. Oh no. Those lizards are burning us. You know, there's part of me that wonders, like, if they programmed in, like, different element types for these characters, these enemies that I'm fighting, and, like, maybe if there's different attacks that are more powerful, but I don't think with the amount of time they had and the money they had to make this game that they had time to heckin' do that. I mean, most of the characters are just flipped on the y-axis and, like, changed colors, so I don't think they had time for that. This controller is nice. I forgot how nice it feels to hold a controller that's got, like, one set of buttons on the left and one set of buttons on the right. Because when I play Switch, it's, like, got the analog stick on the left that's up in the air, and the analog stick on the right that's down at your butt, and then there's, like, the A, X, Y, B buttons, and then there's the D-pad, and then there's, like, the ZL and the ZR, and then there's the regular L and the regular R, and then there's, like, a million other things. It feels like there's a lot. And then, like, Animal Crossing uses the minus and plus buttons, and it's just, like... I know it's not that many more buttons number-wise, but it feels like a lot. I have tiny, tiny hands. Like, everyone I know complains about how small the Switch controllers are, and I'm like, can you just make them a little bit smaller? Just a little bit. Like, the buttons are the perfect size for my tiny baby thumbs. But, like, they're just spaced out a little too much. Like, when I hold one Joy-Con, I'm like, wow, this feels like this controller was made specifically with me in mind. But when I hold two, it's like, this is just too much. I just have the smallest hands. And so holding a Genesis controller, and it, like, just fits. It's like the size of my phone in my hands. I'm like, wow. Has a more perfect thing ever been created by humanity? The answer is no. I just have small hands, okay? I'm gonna die again. I want to do a Shining in the Darkness highlights video at the end of all of this, and that whole small hands rant is gonna be in there. Like, just me. Oh. I don't know if it's this game that makes me crazy, or the fact that I haven't slept in 2 days, or, like, or the macaroni salad, or what. Or if I'm just like this. Probably all of the above. Such small hands. I've been playing Project Diva lately, and they make you do so much with your fingers. They're like, now you shall press 7 buttons at one time at 120 beats per minute, and you're like, ah, my wrist! Whoa, what is that? It's Charizard mixed with a crocodile! I'm not a magic user. Let's see. I don't want to use any of these attacks. They suck. I'm gonna burn him. I recently watched a guy play Project Diva in the arcade. And it's like they just have circular buttons that you press, big ones that have the triangle, circle, square, X, and then they have like small L and R buttons. And it's the same basic idea. But he was playing on Extra Extreme, which is... that's wild. Sorry, I forgot what it was saying. But it literally looked like he was playing bongos, but like super fast. Because the way he was like, and I was like, whoa! I'm like, I can't do that with my fingers. Maybe with my hands I could do it in the arcade. But with your fingers on a controller and you're like, like the controller would fall out of my hands. Is that a song? Open the door, get on the floor, you're being chased by a dinosaur? Is it like a song lyric? Okay. I do not want to go right, because it's going to take me back to where I was before with the spinner. What I want to do instead... Oh, but there are angel feathers and magic hood in there. I can get them later. I'm going to completely ignore it and just keep going forward. Because there's some other goodies I can get up here. Oh, ball! Crumma ball. I like Crumma ball. It's a parody of a song based on the game Bongo. Oh, cool. I've been playing Taiko no Tatsujin lately, and I'm actually really good at that, but that, I mean, you only have to press 2 buttons, so... And, like, you pick whichever buttons you want, so if you want to do it on a controller, you can do that. If you want to do it on the Pro Controller, you can do that. If you want it to be the D-pad and the A, B, X, you can do that. If you want it to be like the L and R buttons, you can do that. They really make it very simple for you to do whatever you want. You can also touch on the touch screen, and you can shake the controllers, which I don't have enough confidence in myself to do without messing up. So I've been doing a lot of Taiko no Tatsujin. Oh no! I'm not gonna get the dog song! Actually, there still might be time. I've been doing online matchmaking with the not dating, ranked matches with I think I'm done with this actually, this macaroni salad. I've been doing online matches with Taiko no Tatsujin, and if you play so many a month, you get a song that stays on your console forever. And there was this dog song, and I wanted it. It was called Inu Hoeru. And there was like some dude who was like, something, 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 Inu Hoeru. And I was like, damn, I want that song. And then like a dog goes, "Arr!" in the background. My first thought was the dog song from Undertale. I love the dog from Undertale. I like the doggy that wears the armor. And you pet him and his head gets longer and longer and longer until he's off the screen. I love him so much. Why is Chrome Ball so strong? Chrome Ball, why? Milo's dead. Oh, shit. He can't revive himself if he's dead. It's not good. That is, definitely not good. The whole point was, like, to make sure, like, we're all dead. Oh, wow. Alright, then. Is that just how it's gonna be? Hell? Valkyries deliver the remains of Ash's party to the shrine. I summon forth the soul of Ash! Ah, good. You live to fight another day. You must be more careful. I may not always be around to help you. Ugh! No, it's cool. I'm not salty. Do I have enough money to craft that mithril ore now? Do I have enough money? Status. How much money do I have? Not enough. Boo! Let's see. see if there's anything else I can buy. Longsword. But I have the long spear, don't I? I thought long spear was better. I gotta open up the wiki. This is it's impossible to buy weapons without opening up the wiki. Shining in the wiki. Shining in the wiki. Okay. Shining in the darkness. Long sword. Is that one word or two? I do not know. It is one word apparently. Long sword. Long sword. I guess I'll show what I'm doing. Close my email so no one sends me an email. Okay, window capture, Chrome exe. And then we will show it. We will show what we are doing to the class. Okay, so we're looking for longsword. It's 30, and I have long spear, which is 35. So, not really that great. All these are a lot of money, and I don't really have a lot of money, so I guess it's not going to be something I can buy. I could try and see if I can buy new armor. I'm gonna look up and see what armor I have. Oh shit, that's not the right button. Let's close that. I want to look and see what armor I have. This is not helpful because I don't know what... Oh, here it is. Okay, I have steel helm, steel shield, and chainmail. I'm pretty sure chainmail is pretty weak. Let's see. Oh, yeah, there's the glass armor sprite. Okay, chainmail is 26. I can also get breastplate from the armorer, bronze armor from the armorer. Bronze armor looks like that's probably going to be it. I'm going to get the bronze armor because hero is my character, and that's a factor of 40 over a factor of 26, which is much better. Let me close this window again. Okay, so we want to do... yes. Which one was I looking for? Bronze armor, not breastplate. Bronze armor, which is 40. That's right. Okay, bronze armor. I'm gonna take it. Okay, and then I'm gonna swap. No. And then I'll sell back the chainmail. Ah, shit, I hit back again. I didn't want to do that. I don't know why I keep doing that. Item, equip. So we are going to swap my chainmail for the bronze armor. And then we're fine with the rest. Now we're going to sell this back. Okay, sure, that's a good deal. No. No. Now, Pyrrha's armor and stuff is pretty lacking, if I remember. Let's see if there's anything we can do about that. Or if it's like, no-go. Okay, Thorn Whip. We have not upgraded her weapon for a really long time. So let me see. We have the Thorn Whip. I'll pop the window back up again. We have the Thorn Whip, which is 25, and it hits the entire group, and it's with Pyrrha. That's pretty awesome, actually. Yeah, the only other thing she could do is like have the long spear or the mercy staff, which casts a level 3 heal, but I do like that she hits the entire group. If I can get this steel whip, that would be good. She's just not strong with physical attacks, that's the thing. Let me see about her armor. She's got the tiara, the shield, and the robe. The leather robe can definitely be changed out. That is not strong. Leather robe is 20. And Pyrrha can wear the magic robe. Oh, I wanted to craft the mithril ore. I could probably craft a light robe for her. Oh, it doesn't look like there's any other armor she can wear that's not, like, ass expensive. Oh, what about the shield? I know I just got her that shield last, last stream, but I don't know, I feel like there must be something else I can do for Pyrrha. Maybe I should be more worried about Milo. I mean, he, like, dies all the time. I mean, like, me and Pyrrha don't die as much in comparison to him. Okay, let's take a look at his stuff. So, he's got the Great Axe, which I know is a good weapon. Fur Hood? Fur Hood? What is that? I don't even remember buying that for him. It looks like one of those, let me show it. The fur hood that he has looks like one of those, hats that a hunter or like a snow dog racer would wear. Okay. Fur hood, it's got a factor of 12. No wonder he's dying all the time. He could wear the tiara, but Pyrrha's wearing that. He could wear the magic hood. I don't have enough money for that. Shit. Okay, I see what the problem is. I need more money. Damn. Well, Milo, looks like you're gonna die a little bit longer. 'Cause it'd be like that. Whatever. We'll worry about Milo later. He's dead weight anyway. And I do mean dead weight when we're literally carrying his dead body around half the time. Oh, okay. Well, it's always fun doing something again. Oh, sorry, that's the macaroni salad. I really, really wish Grimoire would state it. I didn't Whatever. I don't even care. I don't even care. I didn't buy more healer fruit. I don't even care. I didn't even use all the healer fruit. Man, I remember when Grimoire was so strong and now it's like 3 points of damage, really? Okay. Okay. Switching. like speedrunning trying to get back to where I was. It's just such a bummer to have to do this all over again. And like I'm gonna have to do this for 4 caves in a row. I'm gonna have to go through level 2, 3, 4, and 5 in a row and survive. And I can't even survive through level 2. But I have gotten a lot better. I mean, you can see from my levels I've gotten a lot better. So, anything's possible if you are determined and die many, 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 many times. I'm not gonna waste my magic points on these things. They suck. They're fugly and they're weak. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Ash coming in with the assist. Pyrrha, come on. You disappoint me. We know Milo's not gonna come through, so you've got to do better than that, Pyrrha. Okay, so that's the ceiling hole, which is marked off. There. Okay, so I am going in the right direction. You never know with this game. You really never know. Well, I was supposed to go left, right? Yes, I was supposed to go left. Oh, fungoids. Fungoid sounds like it should be a curse word, but it's not. It's like, ah, fungoid. Kill them. Kill them with fire. Oh wait, I can kill them with fire. I shall do that. As soon as they're done kicking the shit out of me. Do it! Wait, I have to wait until I get to Pyrrha. Pyrrha! Do it! Set them ablaze. Oh, I love roast mushrooms. Oh, they're not dead! Come on! I didn't think I was gonna have to use a level 3 blaze on them. Their tongues are disgusting. Alright. We're gaining a lot of gold from battles. I don't know why we don't have more money. Okay. So I just passed the hole in the ceiling. Where the fuck? What the fuck? Oh. Oh, yes, I want to go here. Ooh! It's the skeleton war. Alrighty. We gonna attack. Milo, de-soul them. Rip their souls from their tiny bodies. Oh, come on! I bet he'll use de-soul and it'll work the first time. Whatever, Reaper's dead now.
Woo! Woo!
That's okay, I really only wanted the Reaper to be asleep. Those things are bitches to deal with. And I don't feel like using a D-Soul again because it's 8 magic points and it's clearly not working. Like, I mean, the Reaper will use D-Soul and it'll work the first time. But I used D-Soul like a million times and it only worked like twice. Life is cruel and unfair. Once again, nerds are being bullied. Whoa. I don't know why, but 5 of them on the screen at the same time is really something to look at. He's gonna heal himself. Yeah, let's set them on fire. Yeah, you like that? You're on fire. That's what happens when you mess with the bull. You get the flames. They're attacking me, but it's more like they're just giving me 1,000 paper cuts. Pierre's probably gonna kill them all. Yep, there it is. Okay. So, next left turn is a dead end, and there's fetuses. Oh, all of Milo's magic attacks make me feel like I'm gonna throw up when I watch them, so not gonna, I don't know why I keep opening up his menu. Whoa, Milo, with the 47 damage? Why can't you do that all the time? He's like, I'm a pacifist, I'm a priest. I'm like, bullshit! You've killed tons of monsters! One thing I will say about this Retrobit controller is, again, not sponsored. The cord is like the length of one of those cords from the early 2000s. Like the curly cord that you would have on your phone that you could like walk around the whole house with the phone. It's like that length. I could play this game with the computer inside and me outside with how long this cord is. I could just leave the house. Go stand in the bushes. Have the controller cord going through the window. Okay. Fuck. Alright, I'm gonna try one more time. Can we de-soul? Please, Milo. For God's sake. You were studying magic for what, like 10 years? Before I asked you to help me with this? Just suck his soul out. Thank you! Thank you! There it is! That's what I'm talking about, teamwork! Great job all around, and we only got 158 gold for it. Whoa! Unexpected. Yeah, we need to... Milo, can you make that happen again? Ah! 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 Uh-oh. Okay. 2 down, 2 down, 2 down. 3 down, 3 down. That's what I like to see. That's what I'm talking about. Get him, Pyrrha! Get him! Yes! Oh yeah, the other one's like, I'm not doing this. I just saw 3 of them die. I'm not getting the hell out of here. Smart choice. Smart choice. Still didn't get that much gold for all those reapers I killed. What the hell? Whoa! Na 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 na, fuck yeah! Hell yeah! That's the teamwork I like to see. We're gonna take that all the way to Dark Soul. Aww. Every step you take, I'll be monster you. I can't. I didn't think through that. that line I was gonna sing. Every step I take, every move I make, they'll be attacking me. These Trix yogurt-colored zombie things are actually pretty strong for some reason. I don't know why. Okay. You know how hard it's gonna be to freaking go back and edit this? I might even just cut the attack out. It's money. I'll probably just cut 3 times that burst attack was used on me out. Because it's way much less work than putting a damn title in the front and having to write down the times that everything happened. I can just cut it. You'd think cutting would be more editing, but in my mind it's less. Because the program that I have makes cutting stuff out like super damn easy, so it's just like, just cut it. I wish I had slept last night. Ugh. I think this is the hall where to the right is the pool. Pool! Pool, I've missed you. Yeah, get him, Pyrrha. I think I've forgotten how to sleep. I don't even know if I know how to do it anymore. It's okay, I don't need sleep. I got the power of God and anime on my side. Yeah, get them fetuses. No one has said anything to me about calling them fetuses yet. Except for Zaya. As he said, it was very funny, and to keep doing it. So, as far as I'm concerned, I'm gonna keep doing it until someone tells me to stop. Because that's a fetus. I call it like I see it. Do I have to heal again? No, I'm fine. I don't care. Who cares if Milo dies? Not me. Aw. Aw. Come on. Pathetic. Aw. Aw. Ducks behind its shield. Oh no, I'm scared. Okay, we need to heal. I'm just so incoherent. Wait. Where am I? I don't know! Oh. Yeah, I know where I am. It's fine. I was like, wait, what just happened? Where was I just, and where am I now? I just didn't remember. Like, sometimes it's like, where am I on the map? But it was like, no, what just happened 3 seconds ago? Okay, so I need to go up and fight these dudes. I've never felt sleepier than I do right in this moment, but I'm 100% sure that I could not fall asleep right now if you paid me to. Which is weird, because normally, if I want to sleep, I just put my head down and I just fall asleep right there. I'll fall asleep anywhere. I'll fall asleep in the car, I'll fall asleep on a train, I'll fall asleep in a plane, I'll fall asleep in a house, I'll fall asleep with a mouse, I'll fall asleep in a box, I'll fall asleep with a fox. I do like green eggs and ham. I will eat them, Sam I am. But, nope, I just forgot how to do it. But you know what I didn't forget? That these purple things are fetuses. I'm not funny. Oh, come on. Just let me take 2 steps. Just 2 and then you can attack, okay? Can we all agree on that? No? Well, then die. Maybe I'll just go to bed at like 8 p.m. and sleep until like, I don't know, whenever. Sleep until whenever I get up. It's like, I don't know. Maybe if I just go to bed earlier, maybe it probably won't work. I have a feeling it won't work. But I have hope. And in Undertale, hope gets you through all kinds of crazy shit. Gets you through the apocalypse, so maybe, I don't know. Tried going to bed at normal time. Tried going to bed even later. 6 a.m. Maybe it's time to switch it up. Try going to bed at 6 p.m. Oh, you whores. He can't do anything. I don't know why I keep... Set them on fire, Pyrrha. You are the only one I trust in this family. That's my girl. Why are you attacking him? Stop. Just stop. Yay! Alright, we gotta heal Milo up. God, Milo is so far behind the rest of us. Okay. Let's see. Cool. Gosh darn it. I wonder if Zaya's okay. I know she said that, she hasn't been sleeping either. We were up at the same time. Well, different time zones, but simultaneously. It was probably less painful for them than me, but you never know. Yeah, Milo! I knew you could do it! I had faith in you. Look, you gained some IQ points. Maybe you can do the fix your bowl cut. That wasn't a full sentence! Maybe you can do the hair! What the... What? God. Oh... Please, you're giving me a headache. Just stop. Just stop. Like, come on, we know what's gonna happen. You're gonna die, your friends are gonna die, you're all gonna die. So just, you don't even need to waste your energy. You're dead now. Alright, we're getting really close to that pretty thing again. Come on, give me the pretty thing. Oh, come on! Stop delaying it. I want to see the pretty. I want to see the pretty. Sleep. Hell yeah. They all sleeping. And now they're gonna be sleeping with the fishes. Hell yeah. You know what? Forget hell yeah. We're on a new level. We're on heaven yeah. Because we are kicking alligator behind. Please, as God is my witness, just stop. Someone just like moved like furniture upstairs. It sounded like the floor farted. I'm shitting and farting. I'm shitting and farting. Oh fuck. Now die. Please die. Please die. Please die. Please die. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Pretty thing yet? Oh, come on! When do I get to see the pretty? witty. I'm like a child at this point. Fuck 'em up. I was watching Dr. Phil yesterday, as is per usual, and Dr. Phil was like, "What you're witnessing in your teenager is what I call a tall tantrum. It's like a normal tantrum, only the person doing it is taller." And I was like, that's me when my boyfriend won't let me buy a fidget toy I don't need at the Target. It just becomes a whole event right then and there. Like, suddenly I can pull a 6-foot man across a store that weighs like double what I do. And he's like, "How is this happening?" I'm like, "I'm very motivated. I see a tangle, I buy it. I see slime I don't need, I buy it." Oh god. Oh, shit. Fucking... Woo! I got a lot of gold from that. Yes! Time for the pretty! Oh, that's good. That's some good shit. I hope when I finally fall asleep, this is all I see. Actually, that makes it sound like I would die. Wait, it's a lot shorter than it was last time. Aww. You woke up! Yay! Hi, Zaya! I was talking about you. I said something. Whoa! Fugly. I was talking about how we were both awake at the same time. And you were still texting me last night. And I didn't fall asleep. I never fell asleep. We do exist together sometimes, it's true. You were still texting me, but I'd like turned the phone off because I thought you had fallen asleep. I don't know, because you just didn't respond fast enough or whatever. It wasn't like immediate, so I was like, I give up. I was like, I don't know what went through my brain, to be honest, because last night was such a blur, but I was like, I'm gonna try and sleep now. I'm pretty sure Zaya's asleep. And then you texted me again, and then I was like, oh no, I left some hanging. Okay, this guy killed us last time because he exploded, so we're gonna go all out. Yeah, but I forgot to count. Never change. You're awesome. I am going to dissolve this motherfucker with all my might. He is on fire. Take his soul out! Yes! Suck it, Chrome Ball! Suck it! I know, it sounds like something you would, like, call, like, your bald uncle. Yeah, he's such a Chrome Ball. Okay, so this is new. So now we are past the part where we died last time, and this is all new. Oh yeah, love getting my magic points sucked right out of my butt. You know, I don't know why I'm like this now that I think about it. Why am I like this? Because it's not important to the VOD. Unless I say something really funny. But I don't think... I'm not funny. Nothing I say is of value. That can't be deleted. Banana. Or I could just put a warning. If you see the demi-white, just close your eyes if you have seizures. And just listen to the sound of my lustrous voice. Put like a recording at the beginning and be like, hello, welcome to Ash ASMR, Public Service Announcement Edition. I just want to let you know that whenever you see a demi-white on the screen, they use a horrible, horrible attack that may induce a seizure in those with photoepileptic, that. Or if you get migraines, it may also give you a migraine. Please close your eyes when you see those disgusting creatures. Enjoy the show. And then that's like the end. Complete with me messing up photosensitive Why is that hard for me? Photosensitive epilepsy. There, I got it. Nailed it first time. Who did I just heal? Oh no. I was supposed to revive. Whoops. Bro, I got a stutter. Don't make fun of my hip. The part where I couldn't say photosensitive had nothing to do with the stutter. I'm just a dum-dum. But, I do sometimes go on the same sound at the beginning of a word. I don't know why that is. Probably because I bashed my head against a wall a bunch of times. Channeling your inner Tom of Gotchi beep. Yes. Wait. But when they beep 3 times, it means they're about to die. I'm not about to die. Aww. I'm glad you think I'm cute. I, for one, think I am a disgusting mucus-filled monster. And I'm proud of it. God, where's the damn treasure chest? Give me the fucking... Ugh! Mandrake. I'm running. Yay, we ran! Very heroic of us. Oh, you missed Pierre's mom showed up and spanked her bottom. Seriously, like, on screen. She showed up and she picked Pierre up in her arms and then spanked her, like, and they animated it. And then, like, Pierre was like, no, I've just been helping Ash save the princess. And she's like, I don't believe you, you're a liar. And then I was like, no, it's true. And then she's like, oh, if Ash says it's true, I believe. And I was like, what the fuck? What just happened? And then she puts Pierre down, and that's it. That's the whole scene. And then, Milo's dad shows up also, and he's like, what are you doing, son? And Milo's like, I'm rescuing the princess. And he's like, whatever. And I'm like, you're a bad dad. Like, at least Pierre's mom was like, an emotion. Not saying it was the right emotion, but it was something. He was just like, whatever, I don't care if you live or die. It's like, whoa, dude. Issues. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know fully where I am right now. Like I did, but like I don't now. I went up here, that's for sure. This doesn't seem right. Oh, yeah, I gotta go down here. Oh. Well, I tried. I tried. I wonder if Pyrrha can use Fire Staff. Wait, let's look that up. Can Pyrrha use Fire Staff? But yeah, after the... Oh, Pyrrha can use Fire Staff, but it's weak as hell. Alright, I'll just sell it for money. Anyway, when the stream is over, you can go back and you can watch the parts you missed on Twitch. And you'll see the part where Pyrrha's mom spanks her. It's right in the beginning. Yeah. Well, I mean, it was 1991. I mean, what are you going to model for kids? That their parents are going to respect them in front of their friends? No, of course not. Your parent should 100% humiliate you and embarrass you in front of your friends. That's one thing my mom was always careful about, you know, not, like, embarrassing me in front of my friends. Like, if she was gonna, like, yell at me, she would, like, wait. And that's one thing, like, that I'm really grateful for. Because, like, not that me and my mom always, like, agree or anything, but, like, you know, like, at least she didn't, like, yell at me in front of, like, Dave and the crew or whatever. I don't know, I can't think of any names of people I knew. All of a sudden, they're gone. It's like 22 years of, like, past. It's just wiped clean from memory. It's fine, I chose not to store it. And, like, one of the things that not to, like, take this way too seriously, but reviewing this game and what it is, the character interactions are very shallow. Like, the characters are not really very fleshed out, and so we bring in the characters' parents for about 2 seconds. I mean, the characters' parents only have, like, 3 lines each. And that's, like, this moment where it's like a aha funny moment with Pyrrha's mom, or what they're attempting to be an aha funny moment. And I don't find it funny. Like, not because I'm like, I don't find, like, angry parent funny or whatever. Like, I mean, I don't find it funny, but for a different reason. You have this moment where you can really flesh out the character a little more, because there's very few cutscenes and there's very few opportunities, and you can have a moment where the mom is, like, genuinely concerned and maybe even angry, and have more conversation and flesh out the character a little more, and they just totally dropped the ball on that opportunity. Instead, they were like, aha, mom's crazy. Like, they could have had, like, a moment where she was like, I was worried about you. What the hell is wrong with you? And then, like, maybe she breaks down into tears after yelling for a couple minutes, and then she's like, you know, I just don't want you to get hurt, but if this is what you think is the right thing to do, I'll support you, or something. Like, they could really have, like, fleshed out, like, this cool mother-daughter relationship in, like, a very short scene, and they didn't. They were just like, oh, crazy mom. Like, okay, so what was the point of the scene? And then Milo's dad doesn't even care! He's just like, hello, son, I see you've been traveling. Goodbye. That's, like, all his lines are. It's like, what was the point of having this scene in the tavern then? Like, it probably took you, what, half a second to program? I don't know. I feel like you don't put in things that are pointless. You put in things that show or tell, and that didn't show or tell me anything. It didn't tell me anything important about the game, it didn't tell me, like, the next objective, and it didn't show me anything about the characters to understand them better. So it was a pointless scene that existed just to be some weird, haha, funny moment that just felt very awkward. So, yeah. It's not just the fact that there was some weird spanking thing going on. It's the fact that I don't think the scene needed to be there at all. And I think it's disappointing that they're keeping their characters so one-dimensional. I mean, again, 1991, I get it. But, at the same time, just reviewing the game and what it is. Did I turn in the right direction? I do not know. I did! I think. We'll find out soon enough. So yeah, that was just a little serious moment of me, trying to put into words my thoughts about it. Frankly, I don't want to see any parent hitting their kid in a video game, but it's not really about that. It's just about the fact that I think the scene is completely pointless to the story. I hope my thoughts on this game are coherent, because sometimes I'm not sure that I know how to string a sentence together with words and such. Like there, like the sentence could have been over, but I just kept going because my brain hadn't caught up with the fact that we made the point. I gotta heal. Oh, I don't have enough magic points. I'm fucked. That's right, because I walked through all that green goo.
Goo. Oh, I wanted the prizes and goodies.
Well, that means we're probably gonna die soon. Terrible. These things remind me of the brain tree from Neopets in the Haunted Woods. Why are they healing each other? The battle hasn't even, like, been more than 2 seconds. Oh no, don't furrow your brow in concentration. He didn't even have any magic points to begin with! God. It's like trying to get blood from a stone. Da, 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 da. Banana, banana, banana. Oh, Milo's almost dead. That's cool. Okay, so we turned this corner. Alright, we are almost done level 2. I actually feel pretty good about that. It looks like if we get this mystic rope at some point, which I have a note about, it'll make it easier to go through the labyrinth quicker. Like, after we've done all this grinding and we achieve this rope. So that's good that it looks like they planned for that. And, like, not like it's just gonna be this never-ending, like, Nuzlocke run of trying to get through this hell zone. Milo's dead. That's cool. I expected nothing less from him. need some more coffee. Oh, come on. You disgusting creature. Yeah, suck it. Ugh! I was gonna use that to heal. It's whatever, I'm probably gonna die. Yeah. Ooh, 1000 XP. That's what I like. What's that way? What's this way? Oh no. Oh fuck. I'm gonna get destroyed! Kill him! Kill him with fire! I'm screwed! I'm dead again! Get him, Pyrrha! Oh. Ooh. Well... Valkyries deliver the remains of Ash's party to the shrine. I summon forth the soul of Ash! Ah, good. You live to fight another day. You must be more careful. I may not always be around to help you. Well, you know what they say. Sucks to suck. Yeah, let's sell the items we don't want. Okay, so we want to yeah, we want to sell this. Are you sure it's not stronger? Yeah, I guess it's not that strong. What the... But the wiki said you'd give me 2,000. He's like, what's a wiki? These people on the internet. What's the internet? I don't really know how to explain it. Well, then I'm giving you 1,500 and you better take it or I'm lowering the price. I think there was something else I needed to sell. Oh, this. Okay, how much gold do I have? Yes, I have money. I have money! Which I can use to exchange for goods and services! Okay, Milo, you need to get buff. You need to get tough. You need to get rough. We're going to the armor shop. Okay. He needs a new hat. New hat. New hat. New hat. Okay, what hat can he wear? Let's bring up the window. I need to look up the helms. Helms. Shining in the darkness helms. Okay, so he's got the fur hood right now. He can wear the bronze. Oh, no, he can't wear the bronze helm. And he can't wear the iron helm either. Fuck. He can wear the magic hood in armored deals. Okay, let's try to go to armored deals. Yes. Milo's gonna take it. Okay. So let's put that on Milo first. Okay. So he's got a factor of 129 now, which is not too bad. Let's sell the other armor that he's not using now. Which is this fur hood. Now, how much money do I have? 3,000. So... Oh, I'm showing the wrong screen. Whoopsies. It's okay. So I know Pyrrha has the tiara, which is pretty much on the same level as the magic hood. Is there anything else I can change? Great Axe, Iron Shield, Breastplate. I don't think I've done his shield in a while. Shining in the Darkness shields. Iron Shield was from the trader. The next thing he can use is Steel Shield, which is way more money. Well, let's look at Pyrrha. I think she can wear a different armor instead of the one that she has, which is leather robe. So let's take a look and see. Shining in the Darkness armor. So she's got a factor of 20. She can wear magic robe. No, there was something that I could afford for her. Maybe it was a shield? I remember there was something I said I could afford for her. She's got the wood shield. No, this must not be it. What about the weapon? Maybe it was she could use a different weapon? Oh, she could use the long spear, but the long spear doesn't attack many people. What about her helm? I mean, the tiara is cool and all, but, I mean, if it's weak, it doesn't matter. Can I sell the tiara? Can you sell Royal Tiara Shining in the Darkness? The real question is, should you sell the tiara? Is it gonna mess up the whole game if I sell it? Should you sell the tiara is the real question. I don't know, whatever. I'm gonna keep it. At least Milo's stronger. I'll just wait until I have more money. Besides, I gotta buy healer fruit. Oh, I gotta close this window. I might have to print out another map. Probably for next time, though. Ah, no, I don't want herb. Alrighty. We're ready to go! We'll go for a little bit more. Maybe I'll be able to find a spot in the cave where I can stop. Oh, I ran into trouble, alright. One booger is gonna stop me. Oh, looks like somehow I won. Such a shock. We'll say they really are making it very easy to grind for Dark Soul. He's probably like level 70 or whatever. Really getting your money's worth for this game. I only paid like $1 for it, so. Okay. Oh, Cockatoris, I had completely forgotten about those. These turkeys are getting roasted. Oh, not the sleep-inducing gray mist. I imagine the Driftid's mouth opens up like a fire hydrant. sorry for making that sound. Truly horrible. That lightning bolt rattled my brain. My brain's gone. Maybe Piers should cast a level 2 sleep on me. You never know if it'll work. And then Milo D-souls me while I'm sleeping.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Dude! I'm dead! The hell? What the?
I'm not gonna revive myself right now in case they de-soul me again, but...
What the?
Jeez. At least it wasn't Milo. That would have been a death sentence. Christmas. Really starting off on a good note. Okay, let's revive my dumbass. There we go. All better. He kissed my boo-boo. Oh. I'm gonna take a nap after this. Like, just a little nap. Cause I got like a Zoom call later. And like, if I can actually get some sleep and be coherent, oh my god. I don't think there would be anything better. Seeing my first child born would not be better than getting some sleep right now. I just gotta, sorry first child, but I just gotta say, you are nothing compared to like 1 hour of snooze time. Oh god. Sorry, that's the macaroni salad from an hour ago. I'm like not here. I'm slowly drifting away. Cool. I feel like a 3-year-old talking to the TV. When Baby Einstein's on, I'm like, pool, yay, pool. Like, yeah, you did it, buddy. Pool. Yeah, I think this is where I'm supposed to go. Nope. Definitely not. Just gonna back up slowly. Just gonna get attacked by a bunch of fetuses. It's a good thing I don't have face cam, because, like, the look on my face is like, I am not surprised. Not one bit. God, I love this controller. It's like the perfect shape to hold in my hand and throw at someone. Sorry, not the purpose it's supposed to be used for. Woo! Stay awake. I feel like I've been playing this game for 24 hours straight, but in reality I've been playing the game of life for 24 hours straight. And this is not what I want to do. I want to de-soul. It's basically the same effect if you think about it. Yeah. Suck it. I want you to visit www.suckit.com. I don't actually know if that's a website. Don't go to it. That was supposed to be like a sick burn. Yeah, 69 points of damage. Nice. Yay! We get to do the pretty again. How pleasant. Really nice. Just cute. Love the mountains.
It's definitely longer this time.
What's up with that? Okay, whatever. Just one? That's it? Really? Huh. Oh, we're almost back to where we were. I'm glad I decided to go back in the cave again. I was convinced it was going to take like 40 minutes. And I was like, do I really want to go back in the cave? I'm tired. Nah. I'm almost back to where we were, which is pretty impressive. I mean, not to like toot my own horn or anything, but I'm pretty heckin' awesome-tastic. Oh, Maligator, come on. Listen, you know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna stab you with my sword, you're gonna keel over and die, I'm gonna take your gold, and I'm gonna use your life force to power myself up for the future. Beep 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 beep. Chrome ball! Yay! Alright, well we desold him last time, so let's try and do it again. What's the worst that could happen? That ball's on fire. Well, that's the worst that could happen.
Ah, that's considerably worse.
Uh-oh. Okay, he dead. He dead, it's fine. He dead. He just playing. Oh, just one. Okay, now we're back where we were. Wingblade. Whoa, they look cool. Alright, I'll take it. Can I lightning shock them? Will that hurt the birds? That hurt the birds. Lightning typically hurts birds. Always waiting for a chance to strike, I don't like that. Well, they're dead now. Whoa, I like the colors on these ones. Death Serpent. It's a cool name. I'll take it. That hurts. Gotta say, doesn't feel nice. No, I don't want to do that. I want to item use. Camille? Huh. That's the, oh god, I can't remember what it's called in the other cave. The Camille's suddenly shuffled their feet in an eerie dance. Oh no! Is that gonna- oh, come on! That's gonna be like the ostrix! Uh-oh. Wow. These shits are strong. Gosh darn it, Milo! I knew we got through this cave way too fast for it to be this easy. Milo, you ruin everything. I'm so tired. Set those snakes on fire. No, you suck. You don't get any allies. You get death and nothing else. Stab that dragon. It's dead now. I'm very sad. Milo's dead. Why do bad things happen to good mates? Peace? What's peace? Could I be making peace with these monsters the whole time? Oopsie. It doesn't matter. I don't like peace. I like war. I'm gonna fight. Yeah, I'm gonna fight. Yeah. We don't need Milo. We can beat you on our own. I'm not a magic user. That's right. I know this. Go to sleep. You're unaffected. Fuck. No, it's cool. It's fine. It's cool. It hurts, but it's fine. Why? Dude. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Why? It can't end like this. No. No, no, no. 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 No, 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 no. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna freeze him. It's a level 3 freeze. He's metal. Oh. Ah! 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 Oh. It hurts so bad. Why? Valkyries deliver the remains of Ash's party to the shrine. I summon forth the soul of Ash. Ah, good. You live to fight another day. You must be more careful. I may not always be around to help you. That might have been like my fastest, most successful death ever. Like, I really thought I was gonna get to go far. I didn't even beat... I got back to where I was, and then I died. Oh, I guess I'll check my weapons and I'll end things. I'm so sad right now. I don't even have that much money! I didn't even make that much money! I might as well just buy healer fruit and call it a day. Because there ain't anything else I can buy. Do come in. I'm not even impressed by her anymore. Like, she was like everything in the beginning, and now I'm just like, I don't care. Just give me my fruit. Give me my berries and leave me alone. Hate everyone in this game. Y'all suck. Everyone except for Pyrrha. Well, she died too, but she lived the longest.
And who will be carrying this?
My ass. No, I don't want to herb. Alrighty. Like this. I don't give a shit. Alrighty. So, when are we gonna do this again? We're gonna do this on Friday. Yeah, Friday. Friday sounds good. Thursday I got shit to do. That's not this. So I can't do it on Thursday. So, Friday the 29th at 12 p.m. Bright and early. We will do this again. Same time, same place. We will continue on level 2 of the Labyrinth proper. And we will beat the Sentinels. And hopefully get to level 3. Or we will not beat the Sentinels. There's 4 Sentinels, and I can't beat 1. So, interesting to see what I do with that. There's 4 Sentinels in that area, and then there is the level 3 pentagram or stairs or whatever that will take us to the next level. So hopefully we'll be able to get through that this Friday so we can start on level 3. Thank you everyone so much for watching. If you like this stream, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you hated this stream, please like, comment, and subscribe. Remember to smash the notification bell to get notified when I go live. And always, always love yourselves. Bye-bye, everyone! Bye-bye!